different directions, and the production side of the way Shay wants to do it, it's going to take a lot more thought. So it may not happen until probably August or July-ish, maybe. Wait, June, July, August. Right, August, yeah. Haven, yeah, a lot of Havens are under us, so no problem. White Singletary Haven. Also put in the chat, where are you guys located? Miss Singletary, where are you located?
Earl and Jen, can I set up as a C Corp?
Absolutely. C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit.
This is what my accountant would ask you. How would you like to be taxed? That's the question that you're going to ask. That's a personal preference right there. How would you like to be taxed? And that's how you'll look at that from a tax standpoint, a taxation standpoint.
What Katara saying about me in the chat? I must have missed something. What Katara saying?
I say you still operating with the challenge on your mind. You just giving away all.
Yeah, she put, okay, I stopped.
Yes. So Tracy, we do. So when you go to checkout, we do offer financing. We have Klarna Afterpay in our checkout process. So if you go and act like you're gonna purchase,
one lady did it. No, I think two people use the financing. Got approved like pay for it immediately.
If you do use financing, the only thing that we need from you is your address on file with us. So we have to have you in our system. So first name, last name, and the address that you'll be utilizing for both the financing, we have to have that exact address on file. So if that is something that you're interested in doing, Derek, we need to talk about that a lot more. We do have financing options with Klarna and Afterpay. Okay. And if I don't know if people did this, but I know that Goldman Sachs with Apple Pay had a paid a thing too, and we already, what is it? It's like split payments. We are enrolled in that as well, but you would have to do that through your Apple Wallet somehow, some way. Don't ask me how to do it. I just know it was available, so I clicked yes, we accept. So just
but that Klarna and Afterpay are offered right there at checkout. So again, guys, leverage somebody else's money to do this. The great part about it, they pay us all up front. You just make their monthly payments, right? So the next question says, how much money should I have in order to get the house? So the way that we tell people is that if you're going to rent it or lease it, imagine your rent times 2.
Yeah. And
also whatever it'll cost you to turn on your utilities. That's going to be kind of what I'm going to call your largest amount of money that you're going to spend is your first, last, and security. Hopefully they only charge you first in security. And then back in the day when I turned on my lights and water, my credit was so bad, they charged me $350 for both. And then I teach under my coach, and I teach you how to get the furniture for free, how to get donations and stuff. But the largest amount of your money to start this business, y'all, is going to be the actual property, the lease, or the rent. And then again, you can pay for our coaching with financing. So I don't even include my coaching in that. And again, that's just going to be your coaching and training. And again, this year will be the last year you will ever hear me say that your coaching is locked in for life. All of that changes next year. For the last 7 years, anybody under my coaching, they get my phone number. They can call me Monday through Friday. They still have set sessions every 2 weeks. The availability is crazy. And I'll admit, right?
Somebody asked us during the challenge, Derek, do you have a 30-hour day?
She said, Derek, how can you, and y'all, 7 days a week takes up most of my life with talking to people. Now, obviously for y'all, it's Monday through Friday. But still, usually 5 to 7 days a week, y'all, I'm somewhere running my big mouth. So that's all changing next year. So anybody that gets the one-on-one coaching now, you still get all of those benefits. But my one-on-one coaching in 2026, guys, I'll admit it's going to look a lot different. So just make sure that you guys get in. I've been doing it this way for over 7 years. In 2026, make 8 years. So 7 for us is completion. Yeah. Right? Yep. 7 is also a number that Shay and I stand on, and we got married at that number. So essentially, I gave 7 years of my life, giving my life away to this in my time. It's going to have a version of this, but it's going to be nothing like the one-on-one coaching is now, especially the price, right? So the one-on-one coaching next year will start at 10 grand. Right. But again, it's going to be just very different of what it looks like with even the availability, because God is just blessing us so much. And that's a good thing, guys. It's not a bad thing. Right. Because trust me, some of my coaches think I'm an idiot for giving y'all my number and having y'all call me 5 days a week and all that. But that's just what I vowed to. So never mind that. But I'll admit, in year 8, because I'm sure the year 8 also means something else too, that we need to move on to get bigger and better, to be able to spread this message wider and further. And that's going to be in group settings now. But again, if you take the one-on-one coaching now to December 31st of this year, you still going to be locked into the way that I've done it for 7 years. Okay? Back on you, Miss Shay.
Sorry, that question just threw me off. I had got a message come into the CR.
Why Miss Singletary? We have people that actually do that, especially at times like when we do that sale. Prime example, it would be very smart of you to do it with the $1,000 scholarship that I just gave you today. Right. So if you're not ready now, but still want the coaching, please do that.
Like right now, we have a gentleman. Yeah. Let me show you how God blesses. We had a gentleman when Derek got ill in the hospital. He paid for the coaching. This was years ago. And he started another venture, and he says, listen, I want Derek to heal. I know y'all aren't going anywhere. He says, I know this is what God has for me. He's locked in. He has yet to start the coaching, but he checks in once a year to say, hey, am I still good? Absolutely. Yep. Remember that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was a blessing. Yeah. He paid right after Derek got
my whole
sick.
stomach is cut open.
And I told him, I said,
invoices coming in, people still paying rent. Like, God was good to us during that whole time. Yeah. So, and that's the importance of having a business like this, though, that even though I was down and out, my business kept running.
Correct.
Most of y'all that have jobs, if you go down and out, you don't have anything to fall back on. Some of us got PTO or that sick leave stuff. But what if you had a business or a ministry that still ran without you when you were down and out or just on vacation? Ain't always about being down and out, Shay. Do we take vacation and our team still runs everything?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for our new people that don't know us, when I say team, those are virtual assistants from the Philippines. So these are remote workers that, again, guys, for $5 an hour, they can run your entire business. Yeah. And we give y'all that with either one of my coaching. Back on you, Ms. Shay, for questions.
All right. So, we just put in what you will see for those of you that have signed up or are thinking about signing up is we do have a 6-month clause on our contract. And that's for the person that's going to drag the heels.
Is it 6 or 12? I think it's 12.
It is 12. Sorry. I'm saying 6 months. Where am I getting 6 months from?
The old one.
I need to
but that's going back to that too next year. So like, again, all of that changes.
No, I need to make sure I review that because I think I saw something the other day that might be. But yeah, so we do that just to make sure that we're doing our part. Now, we can't help if you don't do your part, right? So, and the thing is, if we do our part and we see that in that 12-month period that you're not consistent in coaching, you're not someone that's effectively putting your hand to the plow, we can say, hey, listen, we did our part. Like, so just know that we do have that clause in there as well.
Yep.
Miss Singletary asked, what additional services do you provide or offer along with your ILF to make it more appealing to the public since you are working with people in need?
We specialize in teaching you to just specialize in housing. Housing is going to be enough all by itself. Now, obviously, we will talk about some things that we've added and that we do, but I don't teach all that, right? Not in the beginning. No. I want you to focus on housing. People are a trip. So I want you to master the art of housing. And then, like, if I had my other slides show up today, I'll be showing you pictures of how we do spa days, makeup days, manis and pedicures, haircut days, all of these other things. But starting out, we just want you to specialize in housing. Right. So we don't really believe in adding a bunch of stuff to this. We believe in being a team player. Our job is housing. The case manager job is the case manage. The social worker job is the social work. The doctor and psychiatrist controls their mental health in terms of keeping them stable. So you just play your role. Right. And then when you get real good at it and God start blessing you, when you start branching it, I added a clothing closet. What does that mean? I just took every t-shirt, every pair of pants, and every pair of shoes that I don't wear now for the past 2 years that just collect dust in my closet, like all of y'all women do. Right now, women, here's your homework. And some of y'all guys, but mostly women, y'all got 15 shirts and 13 pair of pants that you ain't wore in 2 years. That's your clothing closet for these women you gonna be housing now. Yeah. Get rid of that stuff and make room for your shopping spree that you gonna go on when God bless this business. Yeah. Make sense, everybody? I added a food pantry. How did I do that? I partnered with my church because they get grocery 5 days a week. so my tenants can also get it. See that these are the things that I added. I also added my guys being able to get jobs and work. I started a whole business, ma'am, called Power Stream Solutions, where I'm teaching military veterans how to pressure wash driveways, how to detail cars. Go look on my social media. I show it. I built that business solely for my tenants. Because guess what I'm praying for now? But I'm going to hire me a coach because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to find somebody to get me contracts for pressure washing. Your coach going to hire a coach.
Yes, absolutely.
They going to charge a bunch of money, I'm sure, because I want them to do it, basically, and set it up. Because I just want them to set it up to a point where I just get the calls or the contracts. Because I want to be able to employ these military veterans, these ex-police, these ex-homeless individuals that are able-bodied and strong and want something to do. They want a job. On my mission board, that's over Shay's left shoulder that you can't see right now. Because I said, Shay, this studio is beautiful. Don't put my mission board in because it's going to look tacky. But guess what's on that board over Shay's left shoulder right now? God, I want to house people, but God, I want to give them jobs. Because if I don't give them jobs, God, they're going to steal. If a man don't work, he don't eat.
Yeah.
He also going to steal if that happens. And again, if you're on TikTok, please come to the YouTube channel. You just seeing me. I'm boring. Come and see my beautiful wife too. If you on TikTok, because we getting ready to close anyway, come to Forston Consultants, ma'am. I see a lady putting a lot of things in the chat. You're very excited. Come to our YouTube channel at Forston Consultants. Now, we're going to be going in probably less than 10 minutes, but still come over and join us in the chat there.
Yeah, or DM your questions too, because we're unable to access those questions on TikTok.
Also,
we have it set up.
I'm getting ready to give out a phone number, but TikTok, if I do this too much, they'll kick me off of TikTok. So I'm going to say this one time because I'm still live on YouTube. YouTube don't care. But TikTok, you guys got one time to catch this. If you want to know how you can leave your job this year and possibly resign 3 to 6 months of meeting me today, and you and I both going to sing it together, and we're going to give God credit. We ain't going to take no credit. God is going to allow you to leave your job through real estate and helping people. We call these independent living facilities, which is a shared environment where adults, not children, not the husband and wife, not the boo thing and the boyfriend, but the single guy or the single girl. They can be from 18 to 118. Doesn't matter. And we take them from homeless to hopeful, but they must have a guaranteed income. So either Walmart, Winn-Dixie, Publix, Burger King, Sonny's Barbecue. He can be a substitute school teacher. He can be the prison guard. Anything with a guaranteed income, those are the people we help. This does not require a license. You don't have to own the property. And can you imagine doing God's will, helping people, but also being the answer to affordable housing in your city? Type the word me in the chat if you can imagine that for you and your family. Because, guys, I dreamed of this for years before we stumbled upon it. And God was like, Derek, look at your dream. This is what you want to do. Look at how this girl doing it. This the wrong way. LaTanya, join us on YouTube. Everybody come to YouTube at Forston Consultants right now. So that's all we did was we took a bad concept. This wasn't my idea. I just wanted to help people and get into real estate.
And do it right.
God was genius. So they say, Derek, here go away, bro. This girl also helping people, apparently seem like, but Derek, she doing it the wrong way. And I want you to get it, bro, because you will show other people. And that's why Shay and I are coaching this now in 39 states. Somebody type in the chat, I'm next. If you're next and you're going to get this coaching, especially if you're going to get that $1,000 scholarship, text in the chat, I'm next. If you're considering getting the ILF Mastery Blueprint and allow Shay and I to take you from where you are to where God has called you to be. And remember, Shay and I are not going to take credit for it because we just smart enough to say we're going to give God all the credit, all the glory, all the honor, all the praise while he allow you and your family to benefit from it.
Come on,
Lord, have mercy. That's powerful to me.
That's powerful.
Give God all the credit, but God don't need the benefits. He gonna let you benefit from it. Your houses, your cars, your impact, your financial status, your relationships.
Hey, listen.
Did anybody type I'm next? Or is it just me and Shay that wanted to change our life?
Derek,
Let me check the chat.
I got them coming. You ain't looking.
Earl and Jen say we next. Miss Singletary said I'm next. Latasha says Latasha Tracy both say I'm next at the same time. Latonya says I'm next. That's what I'm talking about. And I'll be honest, get in now when you get this $1,000 scholarship. I'm gonna let that go for probably 3 days, y'all. In fact, my team, if you're listening, 3 days, that's done. Remember, we just want to be a blessing. Oh, it's set already. Yep, perfect.
It's already set.
So you guys are actually getting the overflow blessing from my 3-day challenge. Only they were supposed to get that, but I'm such a nice guy. I just help people.
On the brain, y'all.
So I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake. Make sure y'all join us Monday. And please, guys, when I end this chat today, make sure that I see 55 friend requests. I want to see all y'all requesting to be my friend. And I told you, Shelby, I'm going to make Miss Shirley say, won't you be my friend? Remember that show, Mr. Rogers?
Would you be my neighbor?
Would you be my neighbor? Won't you be my friend? But more important than being my friend, go and look at the lives that we're changing and envision yourself and your family in it.
Yeah.
Soak up that free content that I'm giving you. Because some of you guys just need the seed to be planted, which was today for a lot of y'all. Last thing, and I'm going to go. There's this saying that I used to be so proud of, y'all. And some people still use it, which says, we got it from the mud. Let's get it from the mud. Guys, today that is dumb to me. But I used to be so proud of that because that means to me, I got into this and nobody taught me. It was God and I. Man, the devil is a liar. Forget that. Not the God and I part, but watch this. Why get it from the mud when they can get it from the garden, from the seeds that Shay and I are planting every day? Oh, somebody gonna miss that, Shay. Miss Singletary, did you catch that? Because somebody else gonna miss that.
Yeah.
Singletary family, did you guys catch that? No more getting it from the mud. Those days are over with.
Get it from a coach.
Somebody type in the chat, let's get it from the garden. Derek already dropped the seeds, y'all. Like, Shay, does that make sense? Or do this sound so like poemish?
So it's no.
Why get it from the mud when we can get it from the garden?
You not only dropped the seeds, but you've tended the garden. You've toiled the land. You've did all of those things.
Tend to the land.
You've already you've done everything. The fruit's already on the tree.
Lord have mercy, Shay. Lord have mercy.
Drink from the
I got something in this thing I want to put. Actually, just one or two things, right? Mm-hmm. Actually, maybe be one. Somebody's thinking right now, Derek, am I made for this? Is my background for it? And I'm going to say it like this, and I won't go through all 12 of those guys, but when Jesus used those 12 disciples, all of those guys were a hot mess, but they changed the world together.
You bringing your Bible study into this?
A little bit. But somebody's thinking, Shay, that they're not made for or they don't have what it takes or their past won't allow them to get into it. Yeah. There's a guy in the book, in this good book, and all y'all heard of him, his name is David. David was a knucklehead, y'all, in terms of what I see. But guys, he was known for a guy to be after God's own heart. That's what you know him most for. But if you dig real deep in that Bible, it talks about he killed somebody to sleep with their wife. Guys, the Bible is an absolute drama story if you've ever read it. Now, I'll admit, I ain't gonna lie to y'all and say I read my Bible every day. But I'm that guy that look for those gems and things to be pulled out in terms of my coaching, because I get fed on Sundays at church and during the week. When I talk to y'all, I usually just want to drop a gem. Somebody think, well, Derek, am I made for this?
Don't forget your YouTube folks, because you're spending all your time.
One more time is that David had the heart for God after it's God's own heart. But in terms of what I know, Shay, he killed a man just to sleep with his wife.
Yeah, he did that.
Peter denied Jesus over and over and over. And God spoke about that guy, upon this rock, I'll build my church. He was talking about Peter, I think. Yeah. Now, if I'm wrong, Tiffany gonna tell me. Because Tiffany more on her Bible than probably me. Tiffany, am I right about that? Your boy Paul, who turned to Saul, he killed Christians. Yeah. But wrote a bunch of the Bible that we read today.
Yep.
Lord have mercy. But became the greatest missionary and wrote most of the New Testament. That's just some notes that I had, y'all, because Shay bought me an iPad. Now, look at y'all. If I didn't have this iPad, I couldn't have told you that today, but I got an iPad now, so I got notes in it. So if you thought you weren't ready, Peter denied Jesus and God built a church on him.
Come over here. Spend some time.
say, Shay, what's good about that? And you don't know it. It's wide angle. So no matter where I'm at, I'm always on that one. Even though I'm looking here with, which I gave them no time, they still catch me here because it's wide.
I just want to make sure YouTube ain't being left out.
Because I'm not really even, you know what I mean? So it's got me everywhere. Y'all, we got so many cameras in here, y'all. It's a TV here, it's a TV here, it's a camera here, lights everywhere. But I just wanted to say that again because some of y'all thinking that maybe am I built for this? Absolutely. Man, the guys that Jesus used, them 12 disciples, they all was a hot mess in their own way. But God used those people to change the world. And I'll land the plane there. I would love to see some of you guys do what we call move at the speed of instruction or move at the speed of revelation. For some of y'all, you've been praying for something just like this. So what are we waiting on, right? You've heard this message. And hopefully if you're real smart, you go soak up a lot of my content and verify that I am who I say I am. Don't just trust me from this one call. You should also watch our webinar by texting the phrase more info. I want everybody to do this right now. If you haven't already, Earl and Jen, text these two words, more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. That's the last time I'll say it, because if I repeat that, TikTok gonna kick me off, and we're streaming live there. So on YouTube, on the bottom screen, I'm giving y'all the prompt. Correct. That's gonna give y'all my masterclass. Then, because I'm such a nice guy, I give you a free phone call with me to answer all your questions. But if you're real smart, you soak up a lot of the information on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok before your call, because more than likely it's going to be answered in one of those videos. And now me and your call go a lot deeper now.
Right.
So I love for the strategy calls to go deep. Don't get me on the phone and say, Derek, do I need a license to do this? Guys, I got that on 1,000 videos. Don't ask that. Derek, do I got to be a nurse to do this? Like, guys, don't ask me what's in that video. Ask me deeper stuff. The stuff that you need to quit your job or resign from your job, ask me that stuff. How do I make money, Derek, and scale and grow? Ask me that stuff. So other than that, my last announcement, if you guys want the ILF Mastery Blueprint and you want a $1,000 scholarship, if you go to ForsterConsultants.com right now, as if you're going to buy it, right there at checkout, guys, just put in the coupon code box the word NOW, N-O-W. That's going to last for 3 days and it's over with. I'm giving a $1,000 scholarship to everybody that hears this. Other than that, I want my team to take this down tomorrow probably, because I want to be a blessing to who's here and who's present. And people that move at the speed of instruction, and the people that type in the chat, I'm next. Because I only asked for that if you said I want that coaching. Not theoretically I want to be next. Derek, I'm going to invest in myself and swipe that card because I'm going to be next. Because $5,000, Derek, is pennies for what you coaching me. Because from what I heard, Derek, if I get 2 houses, I can leave my job. How many of y'all right now will spend $5,000 to leave your job? That's how you view that. One house can make $3,000 or $4,000 a month profit. So you essentially make back what you paid me in 2 months. That's why my coaching is so low and it's really not priced right. My coaches teach me Derek, why do you sell that thing for $5,000, bro? And you changing people's lives with it. And they make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, some $5,000 a month. People leaving their job. I've ignored my coach on that, y'all, for 7 years. Yeah. This is the last year that I'll ignore my coach because that's actually bad coaching, y'all, and I'll admit. And I'm being honest to tell y'all, I should be following what he's saying. But I want to be such a blessing to y'all that I've been that thing.
My thing is when God has told you to do something, you're very obedient. In
Absolutely. That's why we're so blessed. But guess what God is also telling me? Derek, time to move on, bro. You've given the word. You've given the notion. It's time for the people to take action now. Because guess who's going to be here every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday for free? Me. So I got something for everybody. I got free coaching. I got DIY coaching that don't involve me, but I also got this one-on-one coaching that can change your life. And if you and I real smart, we're going to thank God together and give God the credit. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm going to let Shay bless you guys. Let them know about your course. Anything new you got coming up, and how can they find you on social media, Shay?
Yeah, so you can follow me on social media at all of our platforms. So for the nonprofit, it's Angela Denise Foundation on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So definitely connect with us. See what we're doing, see what our team has got going on, see what our housing, things that we have coming up in the near future, like our Ladies Spa Day is getting ready to take full course, right? So we're going to be putting our hands to the plow to raise funds for that. And if you want to be a part of that fundraiser, just connect with the Angela Denise Foundation on all of its platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Also, for me, man, you can contact me at Shanya Shay. Can you put that in the chat for me? On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, I have those private personal pages as well.
Let me use my iPad, Shay. I can help y'all. Hold on.
Course. So I have decided, through a lot of questions and asking to help or to do so, I did it. Derek has persuaded me to do a course, Know Before You Go nonprofit. A lot of people want to make that decision or get more understanding and outlook on the nonprofit space. So I've put together a course that should be available in the next couple of weeks. It is completely done. We're just we're in the editing phase right now. So our team is just making it more aesthetically pleasing and adding it to our course platform, and it will be available for sale. Pricing, I'm still trying to concrete the pricing, but for our ILF Mastery Blueprint family members, we will be asking you all just to donate towards the course itself. Because you all usually get everything that we create free.
Prime example, that 3-day challenge, ILF Blueprint people, you don't know, but you guys get that for free. Correct. So what some of y'all do, but I want to just say it for the newer people. My ILF Mastery Blueprint family, Shay and I's family, you guys get everything we do other than events. Events are still a cost. Yeah, because it costs. But any coaching, any curriculum that's newer, like prime example, a lot of my new people don't have my new ebook. You getting that next week coming up, and you don't pay for it. So Shay believes in spoiling our ILF Mastery Blueprint members. So y'all get everything. So whether you came to the challenge or not, you get that for free. We're going to give it to you. Well, I hate free, complimentary, because your coaching includes everything that we do. So congratulations. If you're an IMB member, look out for sometime, probably before Thursday of next week. You guys should probably have all 3 days. If not, my team will tell me, because I don't want to rush them either. But remember what I told you that they're doing. They're putting it into kind of a course setting or module, if you will, so it's just easier for you guys to get it, watch it, and also keep it for yourself.
So the other thing I wanted to share, if that's that song that we were talking about, Derek, it is Don't Mind Waiting, and it's on William McDowell's Sounds of Revival album. Don't Mind Waiting. So for those of you that are,
if y'all want me to sing a little bit, just let me know and I can.
No. Absolutely not.
I'm so far from waiting. Is it that one?
No.
Oh, not that one.
I don't even know what are you
on you. Remember that one?
That's not it.
God, I'm here waiting.
Stop, Derek, please stop. Don't do that. You're gonna make people leave.
I'm not moving.
Oh, I remember that. Those are the Binions. That's the Binions.
What? Hey, I'm about to do it, y'all.
Don't do it. That's the Binions.
They gonna let me sing one day, y'all. Right now they try to keep me on the rope, but one day they gonna let me get this mic and they gonna let me do it, y'all.
And y'all will come back.
Shay won't put me in the studio. She won't put me on none of her songs.
I got y'all.
Can two of y'all in the chat say, Shay, put Derek on the song?
Because you said that.
She won't let me, y'all.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do today for all of our ILF.
She's such a perfectionist in the studio, y'all. She won't let me get in.
I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do for the ILF Mastery Blueprint people. I'm gonna put your brother on blast. I'm gonna upload.
Somebody said, see, somebody said he actually can sing. See, come on, G-Love. G-Love, I'm so far from waiting. Trying to tell him, G-Love. Hey, I'm gonna blast G-Love, because that's the first time the truth came out about my singing. Yes.
Okay. No.
Somebody said, "Walk in your gift, coaching." Boy, I thought Ronald was gonna have my back on that one.
Thank you.
Boy, Ronald gonna keep it real, ain't he, Shay? He ain't gonna sugarcoat it for us, ain't
who was it? Was it Ronald that said?
Ronald was the one.
Tell on him.
Tell that story.
No, they told you. I got hearsay.
Ronald, I want to tell your story for 2 seconds, right? So, all you people that are contemplating the one-on-one coaching, Ronald was just like y'all, right? And Ronald started out, I think, with the DIY. They also upgraded later. Ronald told his wife, and they told me during my coaching, that first call, Ronald said, hey, babe, if Derek come on this call and he ain't that loud mouth and that exciting guy that we always know, we gonna cancel this whole thing. What was cool, y'all? He told me this 45 minutes into the coaching, so he had already experienced that. What you see on here is what you get on your coaching. He said, Derek, thank you, bro, because if you wasn't the guy that I see on YouTube, I don't know if I could have kept you as my coach. So, guys, let me tell y'all this real fast. I am this when I'm coaching you, right? Now, if you find me at a party or some other gathering, you'll be like, wow, that's Derek. He real quiet. But guys, if I'm talking about business or this, I'm just a loud, exciting guy. But she'll tell you sometimes, she have to tell me, boy, speak up, Derek. Like, and like you know people here. Because if I'm somewhere to where we just ain't all out, but if they say, hey, everybody announce what you do in business. Oh, I perk up now. Because it gives me a chance to talk about what God did for my life and how we teach it all over the world. Right? Oh, shit. Hey guys, here's the Amazon man pulling up at my house again. So I'm trying to see what Shay done ordered, y'all.
Hold on, let me check.
Hey,
because I don't know.
Other than that, man, I just pray that you guys move at the speed of instruction. I'm probably going to have my team remove this room. I want to bless the people that were just here, right? Usually I can count on one hand how many times I've removed a room, probably 5 times ever. And that's just because the coaching was probably so crazily good that it tapped into my one-on-one coaching that, sometimes we have to move that stuff because people may not understand it or just run the wrong way with it, right? This is one of those rooms because of the blessing that I gave. I actually may remove this, but y'all should know that it lasts for 3 days. We're using that word now in the coupon code box.
It's not me. Amazon ain't for me. I just checked my account is empty. I think it's my baby girl. Remember, Tori comes today.
Oh, man. And also, man, big shout out again. I don't think Angela Brooks is here. And if she is, please shout me out in the chat, sis, because I haven't saw you today. But Tiffany Walker and Katara Johnson, man, you guys were an absolute gem to us. When I got the idea, no, she too, but I don't think she's here. Angela was actually the first call and person that I actually invited to it, and me and her did, and then I trickled it down to the other 3. But you guys is what really made that for me. And if you attended that challenge, comment in the chat and let me know what you think. But again, I jokingly say this, but I'm serious. Y'all hear me all the time. And it's one thing when you hear the coach talk about it. Well, that's Derek. It's easy for him. He was a social worker. But what happens when I bring you 3 people that had no clue what this was the day they met me, just like most of y'all? And they're all successful in it in their own right. So again, Tiffany Walker, Katara Johnson, Angela Brooks, thank y'all so much for using your time, your talent, and your treasure to share with our people your experiences. And most importantly, y'all know that we joke and we have a good time and we play around, but I want to be serious. All 3 of those women talked about certain things that were very vulnerable to them. They got very personal and they didn't have to do that. But the fact that they did, it encouraged other people. So thank y'all again, man. I'm not just saying it. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. And what y'all don't know, y'all on the schedule probably for the next one too. So y'all found yourself a job is what I'm saying, basically. Katara, Angela, and Tiffany, congratulations. You just found yourself a speaking gig from here on out probably.
And also, ladies, I do want to do something. And I'm going to publicly announce this. With your permission, Derek, I do want to elevate them even in our private communities and make y'all admins to the community because you do share a lot of information. So if you
make all 3 of them admins.
If you see that you have access to post in the main chat now, you'll see that you'll get a notification that says admin now. And you'll be able to kind of toggle between if you want to speak from your own name or report out something anonymously, I'll call you ladies and kind of help you walk through that. But we do want to elevate you all in the communities.
Absolutely, we do. Yeah.
And you'll be able to post even in the main thread, not just the discussion board, but I want you all to be able to kind of, drop things in that main thread as well, because not everybody's in the discussion board. A lot of people are just in the main thread, and some people just don't opt into the discussion board to hear the discussions. So yeah, we're doing something.
Yeah, thank y'all so much again. Really appreciate that.
We want to say thank you, ladies, for again just allowing us to pull on you and again, for like Derek said, your vulnerability to share something that was
they share some deep stuff that again, it's not YouTube talking. We won't repeat any of that stuff on YouTube, but that's that family talk, man. It's just nothing that beats that when you're in that community of like-minded people.
He said they deserve that.
Yeah, and I trust them.
Yeah, we
most
can
importantly,
give them access, and we know they ain't gonna shut down our whole system.
Come on, y'all. Like I trust these people, these women, right? Because Shay and I. Well, excuse me. God, Shay, and I, we built this brand, y'all. And I wouldn't invite Tiffany, Katara, Angela if I didn't trust them. You can't trust people with your brand and this thing God gave you. But I trust the women just like I trust my family, which they are family. And this is why they're going to be given those roles and the ability to pour into you guys just like me. So that's another new feature that's coming next year. These 3 women will be a part of that, right? I need help from them. I told them 3 and 4 years ago that it will one day come to this. They just literally lived the dream that I spoke over them 4 years ago, right? And both of them, Katara probably longer. Katara's probably the longest. Katara probably goes 5. Tiffany probably goes 4. Angela's probably 3.5, 4 years under us. But I spoke it over all of them years ago. I said, man, one day we're going to get real busy. And we're going to need people like y'all if y'all get good at this. Now, if you don't, throw this message right out the window. But if y'all get good at this, I'm going to need y'all in 2 or 3 or 4 years maybe. Yeah. Tiffany, do you remember that? Katara, do you remember that? Tiffany told me that. And now I would have never guessed this about Tiffany, babe. But Tiffany said that this was her first speaking engagement. I would have thought because of what Tiffany does, because Katara go places and speak, right? Right. But they both said that this was kind of their first speaking engagement, what they considered their first speaking gig. So I appreciate kind of being the first person to be able to give that to you all. Because again, we all kind of want to do things like that, especially if you believe it's in purpose. So I'm only doing what I would love somebody to have done for me 5 years ago. Yeah. Remember that saying in the Bible? It is saying, but the scripture, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Yeah. Why not? And they're great speakers, both of them.
They have a lot of great experience. Right? They have a lot of background. So yeah.
I just can't say that enough, man. Thank y'all so much. And again, wink, wink, wink. Y'all just found yourself a job. Okay. And I'm talking about that speaking part, not the group thing. That's just going to be whenever you got time, you can help. But when we hit the road, you ladies are a part of that now. Yeah. Okay.
And real quick, because I see Nicole said that she did. Was that a yes? You did get access to the replay. Just let me know. I know that the summary documents have not been uploaded yet. That's on me, and they'll be uploaded sometime soon. I'm sending them out to the team on Monday. But Nicole, just do me a favor and confirm. Anybody that was at the 3-day challenge, just let me know if you have already received access to the replay in your portal.
God, I'm here waiting. I'm not moving.
Don't do that.
That's my new song, y'all. I don't even know the rest of it yet. But anyway.
It's don't be far from me. I'm here waiting on you.
See, I mess it up, y'all. Y'all better let me get on that.
God, I'm not moving. I'm still waiting for you.
Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, I approve that message. Follow her on Apple Music. Get that single that she put out. Katara, what you thought about that, sis? And not my part, Shay's part. I told y'all Shay is an absolute real songbird, but this is where we're going to get ready to leave y'all at now.
Sandra talking about we can do a duet. No, thank you.
Oh, me? You and Sandra or me?
Talking about you and me.
Oh, Sandra, I just told you, Sandra, she won't let me. When she go to her little studio time, y'all gonna see me sit at the piano, but they don't let me do nothing but just sit at it. So I got tons of pictures of me in the studio, and y'all think I'm in there getting down, but they don't let me touch nothing, y'all.
I'm throwing that video. I'm putting it in there. Just so
y'all asked for that on Friday.
Asked for it on Friday. I'm gonna give it to the IMB family. I want them to be able to do that.
Last two questions, and we gonna get out of here. Shay, go ahead.
Absolutely. So Earl and Jen said, can the purchase of our products and services
be considered?
You better add that to that. Yes, sir. Ma'am, yes,
it's
sir,
a business
ma'am.
expense.
Yes, it's a business expense. Yes. And we were so practicing. We had a meeting yesterday with our accountant to go over some stuff.
We got some good news for a change.
Great news. We put so much into
not for a change, but
we put so much into our over that 18-month span of time, and just trying to educate ourselves, better ourselves. We put a lot into education.
Yeah.
And we were able to get that back.
Yeah.
And that's usually not the case, right? Uncle Sam's usually saying, give me my money. And it ain't a little bit of money. He'd be like, hey, come on, write that check. But yeah, so this year was pretty cool to see that.
Let's make a side note there too, Jess, real quick. Guys, here's some serious coaching. And let's get prepared for this. When I had a job, I got a tax return. I got money back in January. We all get happy about that. When you get into business and you pray God to make all of this money, your goal is to hit even to where you don't owe them and they don't owe you, but you more than likely going to owe them. So already start setting your mind up for that too.
Yeah.
God is blessing us so much, guys. I'm just being honest that tax bill is high, right? And Lynette yesterday started training and coaching us about we need to start putting money back aside now for the 2025 taxes. Why would she advise that? Because she's smart. She's the accountant, and it's what we should be doing so that now you don't get this big bill at the end of the year if you pay quarterly something. That's something that I'll admit, I'm going to just be honest again. I wasn't on that from the beginning.
He wasn't.
I'm just now following suit on that over the last probably 1 or 2 years. But I'm being honest.
Because it hurts at the end.
And now the more you make, the more that actually makes more sense. So guys, don't try to make all that money and keep it. Because remember, at your job, they take them taxes out and you don't even know about it. When you start making all this money God gonna bless you with, nobody takes a dime from you. You got to set it aside. It's called discipline. Guess who's learning that the hard way now? Your big brother.
Yeah.
But what a blessing to be on the other side of that fence now, though. Okay? Because it's one way that you can look at it. Well, I owe Uncle Sam. Well, you must be doing something right then. Okay. You rather owe Uncle Sam because of all this money you're making, or get your tax return back for $1,000 because you work for 40 grand a year. The devil is a liar. Back on you, Shay, and close us out of here.
So, Nicole, I'll get that sent out. I'm
hungry too, so Shay got to take me to lunch today, y'all. She already told me that she's going to run me around all day today, which I don't want to do, but we got to go to Walmart, which, then the mall, and then something else. And then, but in between that, can 5 of y'all say, hey, Shay, take Derek to lunch today? 5 of y'all say, Shay, take Derek to lunch today.
Yeah, but again, we just appreciate y'all. Thank you for letting us go on our pig trails today. Yeah. Share our stories. The goal of this whole new setup and the goal of this is not just to just talk about the ILF in general, but how do we do it? How do we turn off ILF and turn on husband and wife? How do we avoid the button of heads? How do we not try to throw each other down?
Yeah, we keep talking about we're going to do that. By the show in the chat, will you guys like a segment like that? And not just only if you're married, but just partnerships in general. Put in the chat, you would like that if we did like that couples. How do we work together and don't kill each other or get on each other's nerves all the time, right? How do we do that? Right? Because we're going to explain the dynamic of how I left corporate America first, started the job, and then I like to use the word, we snatched her from corporate America after how many years of me being in it? Ooh. What was it 2 or 3?
3. I think it was 2.
Probably 3 years. We just call it 3. And how do we now all of a sudden start working together when I kind of built this thing and now I bring her into it? If you're real smart guys, the girls and the ladies and the women are usually smarter with the administrative side anyway. So I'm going to say Shay made my business better when she came in because I can be all over the place. But today, because of Shay and my team, y'all think I'm a genius.
And when we do
but these VAs, man, in this system, digital flow solutions that we use, it just keeps everything in line for us.
What we're also going to do is have like other couples join us. We're going to have some of the people that we've kind of just walked with through this whole life of being ILF owners and operators.
Man, they picking on me in the chat. Tiffany trying to encourage me, but Ronna crushing me right now.
Told you from day one.
If I was really trying to be a single, Ronna would be crushing my whole pride right now. Like, bro, that ain't you, Derek. But Ronna, do I know, bro? Now, Ronna, I love the scene, but do I think I can? Not a bit.
Hey man, thank you, Shay. Earl and Jan.
That is so funny.
Yeah, so just look forward to a lot of new segments. We're gonna be fixing up some stuff. We're gonna have some new intro videos. Some days you may join us and we're just gonna dive in on business, right? We're gonna talk about how, like, this is us being transparent. We don't want you to just hear about the great days in the ILF. We're going to talk to you about the sorrowful days, the sorrowful times, some of the things that we encounter. How do we navigate business? How do we stay in love and do business together every day?
Got to keep the love in it. Got to do that.
I will say this though, Derek, and I'm not saying this to be funny. I would not have it any other way.
Right. Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I agree.
It has taught me a lot as a wife. It has taught me a lot in the transition of headship, right? We all know biblically the man is the head of the household. He's the house band. He bands the home.
The leader.
And what I will say in this is just we've seen God turn our whole dynamic around. And that's something that we'll talk about because a lot of times people don't really know what the dynamic was initially in our marriage.
And let's share that now because Shay told you guys it's about 3 weeks ago, right? When we got vulnerable again, but we're now going to change it to a whole segment. And I used to say it all the time because I wanted to prove a point to a lot of men, but it's still crazy because I coach mostly women, right? But Shay, most of our marriage, Shay was the breadwinner. Shay had all of these degrees, so she had great jobs. Shay's got more degrees than a thermometer, y'all. So she used to get really great jobs, and then she climbed what a lot of y'all would call that corporate ladder. Y'all heard my story earlier. I was the social worker that became this, right? But Shay, notice that she still said that I was always still the lead and the leader. Mm-hmm. The financial part didn't matter, and that takes a lot, especially for some women. Right? Our brown skinned women sometimes, the Latino, it's tough sometimes when they make more money, they'll try to make the guy feel less than. Shay did a great job of never make me feel, and I'll admit, just a part of my makeup, I would have never felt that way. That's just who I am. But if she was crummy, she could have instilled in me that, Derek, you ain't nothing, bro. I make more than you. And the more you say that, if I keep hearing it, no matter how I'm made up, that can tear a guy down. Yeah. No matter how strong you think you are. Right? Sticks to stones will break your bones, but words, that's a lie. Words can destroy you sometimes, especially coming from the wife's standpoint. So she did a great job. And I hope she spent a lot of time of speaking into women, whether you got a boo thing, a boo or a husband, but how do you speak to the king in that guy? I wasn't the king from day one, essentially, but Shay always spoke to the king inside of me that eventually came out. Make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Back on you, Miss Shay.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to add that. Even if we, kind of do midway point where we kind of just break off into that type of conversation. But I want to encourage ladies. I want to encourage marriages. I want to encourage people that may not always understand what their spouse wants to do or pursue. And how can you position yourself, right, to either support it? Because what we don't realize, and I think a lot of women don't take into consideration is that we have a lot of power. Our husbands are the head, but we're the neck. And what does the neck do? It shifts the head.
It controls it all,
It shifts the head. So if me being the neck, while Derek is the head, I want to make sure that the head is positioned accordingly. Because when the head is positioned accordingly, the whole body functions so well. Have you ever had a tension headache and that pain radiates from the shoulder blades all the way up to the back of the neck. Don't it feel like it crippled your whole body? Derek took me to the hospital for one of them not too long ago. Remember that?
Right after an event that
Right
you
after
ran
Yep, I
and
was
spoke
so
at.
stressed out. I couldn't even sleep. It felt like my
Tiffany was there.
Head was about to explode.
I don't know if Tiffany knew it, but Tiffany,
Yeah,
did Tiffany know? Did you tell her about that?
I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
I left the hotel that
Tiffany
night.
was there. Tia Johnson was there.
We checked out of the hotel at about 4:00 in the morning because Derek had to take me to the hospital.
Yep.
Yeah, he had to take me to the hospital. But again, it's just me wanting to share that because I came from a family of strong-willed women.
Yeah.
Your mom will tell you that. Like his mom will tell you the experience she had with my family. I'm an island girl. We can be a little different. And the family makeup was one that, my parents were married until my mom passed. So it wasn't like I came from a broken home. I had, mom, dad in the home, but it didn't look like what the word said it should look like. And I'm just grateful that I've been able to be an example to my family on what it should look like and how to navigate those waters, right? I'm watching, my siblings' relationships, and it's exciting to see how they're honoring one another, how they talk to one another. But I want us to be more mindful of the power that we have as women. And the tongue is powerful. And also we have the power to shift a situation or manipulate one. And it's like, what do you choose to do? So I want to encourage women. I want to encourage couples. If a spouse or a loved one has an idea that you may not understand or have a clue about, you can do one of two things.
Yeah.
You can feed it water.
Yeah.
And let the fire die.
Sure, you're actually pointing to somebody right now, that same example. Without saying names or being too whatever, but
you can
you're speaking into somebody
so
like that right now.
You may not understand, but I did the work, right? I didn't understand, but I know business. I have a master's in business administration.
I said, right? Shay, I just saw a girl doing it and she making 41 grand. And that's so all Shay heard me saying. Like,
how do we do it right? How can I support you in doing it right?
Shay was the one that said, Derek, you gonna keep talking about it, or we gonna put pen to paper and put an idea together? Again, that go that neck again, y'all. The neck. The head got the idea. But Shay was saying, how can we move that neck to make it happen? And Shay kind of jacked me up. It was like, bro, like, what you gonna do? Are we gonna just talk about it every day, Derek? Are you gonna bore my life with it? Or are you gonna go grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and let's write some stuff down? He that findeth a wife finds an absolute gem, a good thing. Can two of my guys in the chat just say amen to that, Derek? Even if it's only me and James? Two of my guys put amen to that. Because again, the head got the idea, but what if that neck ain't working? Man, useless. Like you say.
So again, that's going to be a part of what we're doing. It's not even just about the ILF. I think our goal in this season and what God is really showing us is to pour, not just to pour out from that position of, the ILF, but we want to see marriages won for the kingdom. We want to see couples, even during the difficult times, be able to walk through those things and come out successful. Right? Be an example to other people that look like us in the community. Like our conversations are not mean-hearted, mean-spirited when we talk to each other. And that wasn't something I was used to.
Yeah.
Right. Conversations in my household, boy, you needed, it was X-rated. You better go.
And see, I didn't come from that. And trust me, we don't want to get into this now, because if we keep talking, we'll be here for 2 hours. But I love where she's going, and I'm going to keep it going. I didn't come from that. Not to say that I was raised by the Brady Bunch, but when